Welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Patrick Tawaya Matope, and on this channel, I do deliver content and motivational information for social workers and anything to do with social work, especially practice with children and families, because that's my bread and butter. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when I post, you'll be the first person to know. In today's topic, I'm just going to give you 6 things that will propel you as a practitioner to go forward in your career. It could be in your career and also in your daily life as well. These are from my own nuggets, things that I've lived with and things that I think have made me to be where I am today. And I think I'm sharing this so that it can also help you and propel your own career going forward and also your own personal life as well. Point number 1 is you need to learn to react less. What do I mean by this? Sometimes there are things, we all know that in life there are things which are beyond your control and things which are within your control. The things which are within your control is what you can control, and you need to be content with that. Things which are not within your control, you can't control them, and you also need to be content with that as well. When you control your reaction, nobody can manipulate you. When you control what you can control, nobody can manipulate you. So you need to be mindful about that. That's point number 1. Point number 2, you control yourself and not others. What do I mean by that? I spoke about already the point of where I mentioned about there are things which are beyond your control and there are things which are within your control. By learning to control yourself and not others, controlling others, fine, is strength if you're able to do that. But controlling yourself is the true power. You'll be able to control the way you react to what people do to you. You'll be able to control what you're gonna say out. If people say bad things about you, you'll be able to control that. But you have no control about what other people say about you. You understand the point? So you need to be making sure that you control yourself and not others. You can't control others, but you can control how you react to them. So that's really, really important. And point number 3, you need to expect nothing. Appreciate everything, but expect nothing from others, because it's not everybody who knows how to appreciate people, including your own manager. Sometimes you may have worked hard, you may have done your best, but they don't appreciate you. Sometimes don't expect that as well. Don't expect to be appreciated, because sometimes you're just doing your job because you need to do your job. So you need to be grateful for the little things that you have in your life, and find inner peace in those kind of things as well. Find other things that you can do, hobbies and stuff like that, so that you can get value in what you do and actually get to console yourself with other things that you can console yourself, other than focusing on, oh, my manager hasn't done this, or this person hasn't done this person did this to me. You can't control what other people can do to you, but you can control how you can react to them, really. And point number 4, I think, which is also quite important for social workers, is always do your best in the job that you do. Always do your best. The last job that you do, for example, if you're working as a locum, the last job that you do is the one that will make that manager decide whether they want to rehire you or they want to retain you in the team or not. If you go on a spree of ruffling the wrong feathers in the team or with the colleagues, don't expect your manager to like you, or don't expect your manager to retain you in that particular team. Always do your best. You are as good as the last piece of job that you have done in your career. That's one thing you need to know as a social worker. You are as good as the last piece of job that you've done. So always do your best. So when I say do your best, it means if the last piece of job that you've done is your best, then you're fine. And where you're not sure, ask. However, also trust the process. Where you are not sure, ask your colleagues, ask your line manager, and ask people who matter, and you'll be able to be guided and do your best, really. The harder you work, the luckier you can get sometimes, because your work speaks for you. And if you do a good job, you'll be able to see to it. Sometimes, to be honest with you, managers like even to retain. For example, if you're an agents worker, managers even like to retain agents workers who know what they're doing, for example. But if you show that you are clueless, you're not able to meet time scales and stuff like that, no manager would want to retain you. Sometimes they might retain you only because they are stranded. They don't have any other person to replace you. But once they get somebody to replace you, you are gone, just like that. Point number 5, very, very important. I realized this point later on in life, but it's really, really important for you to grasp. Stop telling people about everything that's going on in your life, because not all of them like what you are doing, even the successes that you are doing at work. Stop telling people about the success of what you are doing at work, because it's not everybody that will like. Some people may envy that you are doing well at work. Most of them don't even care about your successes. So by you telling them, you are just making cheap of all the success that you have achieved or things that you have done so far. Some of the things that you have done, keep them to yourself. Sometimes it's helpful because you won't have any detractors really. So I know, like I said, most people don't even care about whether you do well or not in your life. So why bother even talk about it in the first place? It's not everybody who wants to see you successful in your life, in your personal life, or even in your professional life. So sometimes keeping things close to your chest is the best weapon or the best tool that you can use out there. Some people secretly want you to fail. They may not say it in your face, but they may secretly want you to fail. So by going around telling people each and every little thing, each and every success that you have achieved, it's not going to help you. You are just creating more and more enemies. You're just creating more and more problems for yourself. You need to be mindful about that. Point number 6, which is the last point: choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Rather, sometimes it's best for your partner to be your best friend, because you lose nothing. He or she knows exactly what's going on in your life already before you even open your mouth and say it. Sometimes they already know what's going on in your life. So choose your friends wisely. The fastest way to become better is to surround yourself with better people who will propel you to achieve. If you see the people that you are, going around with or playing with don't propel you to excel, you need to start to think about, am I in the right circles? Am I with the people that matter in my life? So you need to think about that. So with those few nuggets, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when I post, you'll be the first person to know. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.